Yay, we are live. What is going on, you guys? I don't know if you heard anything that I just said. I don't see the counter going. Okay, there it goes. So, what's up, you guys? Hi, my name is Jane. I run Ornamental Goods. I did not announce this live or anything. I'm honestly doing this because my laptop is currently in the shop. It broke, and I have no way to edit any videos right now. So I figured I would just hop on here and talk about my experience here on YouTube within my first month. I can't believe that a whole month has already gone by since I've started this YouTube journey. And if you aren't already following me or haven't seen any of my videos, I sell these phone straps and I sell them on TikTok Shop and Shopify. And I decided to document my journey and just share some tips and tricks that I've kind of learned along the way. I also just shared how much I made in 2023 for pay transparency and to hopefully inspire anybody out there who is looking to start their own small business or their YouTube journey. I am new to this channel and this brand. It hasn't even been a year yet, but I'm not new to YouTube. I'm actually also a singer, so I have my own music channel as well that I've had for longer than I can believe. So I really wanted to see what the difference was of starting completely from scratch and still trying to maintain my now teenager of a channel on my music side. And one thing that I have noticed is when you have a very defined niche and a direction per se on what your channel is about, I do notice that there's a lot more traction and a lot more views when you're very clear about what it is your channel's about. My compared to my music channel, which is kind of all over the place. I started as kind of like a vlogger, and then I was also posting some music stuff in there. Then I tried to do lifestyle. I mean, it is just like a random collection of things. And I noticed that it's a lot harder to gain traction in that channel. But it also could be that that particular niche or I guess style of channel is oversaturated. It's more of a personality channel than anything. But I've really been loving this journey with documenting the small business because I feel like it's helping me to become a better storyteller and just more present and aware of where I started, where I am now, and where I want to go, right? I feel like there is definitely a clearer vision that I have for this brand and for the community that I want to build. I really just kind of hopped on here with no set agenda, no set script. So forgive me if I kind of ramble or if none of this makes sense. Like I said, I'm working on my storytelling and doing YouTube for a month in this capacity has taught me much of a how much work I need as a storyteller. So let's get that out of the way. But yeah, so I started with 0 subscribers. I really just kind of did it on a whim. I do have a pretty nice following on TikTok. I had gone viral a few times with these phone straps. And so I feel like I was able to kind of bring some of those people over to the YouTube world to follow my journey here. And so to this date, I now have 74 subscribers. Woo! That's actually a lot more than I thought I would get within the first month. I honestly would have been happy with, I don't know, 10, 20, but 74 in my first month is amazing considering that I am just starting out. And also, just to kind of show you guys, we are here in my little studio downstairs, and this all has grown so much from when I started even a month ago here on YouTube. And yeah, I will say that my first vlog is the video that has gotten the most views, and it is a video about how I started the brand. And I'm not quite sure why that particular video got so much views. I don't know if it's because it's the start of my story, or maybe there's just a lot more videos that that video can be attached to, because I do notice in my analytics that a lot of my views do come from suggested videos from other videos. So I think I'm kind of like in that algorithm where when people just play videos and keep it on in the background, maybe they're putting me into those playlists, which is what I wanted. I really wanted to make long form content to participate in this body doubling. Oh my God, body doubling, because your girl has ADD. And it's something that I did in the beginning stages of me starting this whole small business. I would just turn on YouTube, I would watch other people work, and I would get to work. Sorry, I think my laptop's dying, so you might hear that a few times. It's really annoying. I'm so sorry. But I was like, you know what? I could do that too. Let me just document my stuff. And I was so shy to put it out there, you guys. Like, honestly, I have so much content that I don't know will ever see the light of day. Maybe it will be released at some point, but I did want to at least release the first few vlogs that I had ever done. So my first two videos are older vlogs from when I started last year in May of 2023. And then from that point on, I wanted to talk about the year as a whole. And then now I'm planning on, I don't know, I could still repurpose the vlogs that I've filmed up until this point, or I just go balls to the wall with tips and more talking videos. It's hard to say because the vlog is performing the best out of all of the videos. So like my tips, I know, is not really gaining any traction right now because I haven't quite built the credibility yet. And that's okay. I'm new here, so I totally understand that I have to work on building trust, which I plan to do. And I'm hoping that, as the small business continues to grow, that I can share some valuable insights or valuable experiences the better that I get at filming, because I'm also not the greatest at filming. But it's a learning process, right? Like, already within the first month, I'm learning how to better manage my time and to still show up even in these instances where my laptop's broken, right? Like, I am learning to be more open to the idea that not everything has to be perfect, but I have to at least continue to put in the work, continue to put things into motion, and eventually I feel like I will fall into place, or fall into the right direction, I should say. I say at the very least, have the vlogs edited and ready to go when you need to put something out, but you don't have anything or can't film something. Yes, thank you, Paradox. Hello. I didn't realize I would get a viewer today, but because I did not announce this at all. But thank you for that input. I know I actually do have vlogs ready to go, but they're all on my computer that's broken. So I thought of that. However, again, in this instance, I have to just make do with what I have, which is No, I'm so glad that you're here, Paradox. Thank you for being here. Um, but yeah, so now I know, right? Now I should have vlogs ready to go and have it maybe placed in my Google Drive so that if God forbid my laptop breaks again, that I'll have something to put out. But I'm also happy to do these impromptu talking to the camera videos because I feel like these are the most raw. And I like that I'm really staying on course and keeping with my promise of one video a week, even if that means that we have to go live and just talk about our experience here on YouTube thus far, you know? And all this to say that my whole end goal with YouTube is not necessarily to like blow up or any of that, but it's really just to be present and participate in being here and showing up for those who want to know what it's like behind the scenes of running a small business, to show that it is possible to post on YouTube, to run the business, to have a full-time job, because now I'm working full-time, and that if you make the time for it and really want to do it, you can. So that is what I've learned so far in my first month here on YouTube, that it is possible and that, you know, it's really fun to do. I have been enjoying reflecting and seeing how far I've come. And just like with anything else, like with my music or I don't know, any new skill, I feel like the best way that you can improve in anything is by recording your progress, right? Whether that's through video or just even, again, reflection, all those things. And that's what YouTube is doing for me. And I'm so glad that I'm able to share that with anyone who's willing to watch. In this case, it's Paradox, and whoever else gets to watch this once it's posted on my channel. But right now, I'm very grateful for Paradox being here with me as I do this live. And yeah, so you know, to anyone that is maybe contemplating starting on this YouTube journey and maybe you don't really know where to start, like I think it's more important to just start before you're ready and figure it out as you go, because we're all going to suck at something new, right? Like no one is great at anything right off the bat. Maybe like some very very few instances, but for the most part, like it's just like a baby learning to walk, right? Like you're going to fall a few times. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the more that you exercise your skill, your involvement, you know, you're bound to get better if that is your goal, right? Like if you want to get better, if you want to be consistent or whatever it is that your goal is with YouTube, you can only do that if you just do it. I guess that really counts for anything in life, but since we're talking about YouTube, that is, you know, YouTube should have an option to save things but not post them until you're ready, like with TikTok. Yeah, I know, but you know, that's the beauty of things being live. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna post and can't really think too hard about it. At least you know this is unedited, this is raw, unfiltered, and just me speaking my mind for 15 minutes at least. So with that said, Paradox, you are great at everything. You are especially great at supporting me. So thank you for that. And thank you to anyone else who watches this as well. And if you guys like what you heard and want to continue following me on my journey, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Happy 1 month to us here on YouTube. And I hope to see you in more videos. Bye.